Before we begin, please take a moment to subscribe and share this with your friends so they don't miss out on any of our upcoming motivational messages from God. Follow us on YouTube and Roku for more powerful, life changing content shared by Dr. Netreia Carroll International Ministries. There is a lie that settles into the heart long before a person ever finds themselves in an abusive relationship. It is subtle, quiet, deeply convincing. It does not shout, it whispers steady. It whispers through childhood experiences, times when someone abused you or you witnessed trauma, times when you were disrespected or put down, times when the people who were supposed to protect you didn't. It whispers through the moments when you needed love but received fear, when you needed comfort but received chaos, when you needed affirmation but received silence. Over time, that whisper becomes a belief, and that belief becomes a lie, and that lie becomes the reason you stayed. You may have thought, this is the best I can get. This is what love looks like. This is what I deserve. This is what I should tolerate to keep the peace. This is what loyalty requires and strong women do. Asking yourself, isn't this how families survive? Or what a healthy relationship takes? Then you imagine living alone and how you will survive. So you try to cover your pain to avoid shame. This is what you must fix because you believe you are the only one who can. But the devil is a lie. It is a stale lie, and you stayed. Most people never realize that abuse does not begin with violence. It begins with the absence of confidence, identity, self esteem, and boundaries. Abuse begins when someone convinces you to doubt your own voice, when they make you question what you know. Your feelings, reactions, and needs no longer have a voice, when they slowly train you to believe that their anger is your fault. They stole your ability to think. Their disrespect is not your responsibility. Their instability is not your burden. Their violence should not be your consequence. By the time the physical harm appears, guess what? The emotional harm has already done its work. People stay because the lie becomes familiar. Familiarity feels safer than uncertainty. Even pain feels predictable when you have lived with it long enough. Hear God here. Familiarity is not safety. Predictability is not peace. Staying is not strength. Enduring abuse is not loyalty. And suffering quietly is not love. Another reason people stay is because they confuse survival with connection. When someone hurts you and then comforts you, your brain begins to link pain with affection. When someone wounds you and then apologizes, your heart begins to confuse chaos with passion. When someone breaks you and then holds you, people also stay because they were taught to normalize dysfunction. If you grew up watching violence, you may believe conflict is love. If you grew up watching silence, you may believe suffering is strength. If you grew up watching disrespect, you may believe dishonor is normal. But your childhood was not your destiny, it was your introduction. God never intended for the patterns you witnessed to become the patterns you repeat. Some stay because they believe God wants them to. Lie again. They have been taught that marriage must be preserved at all costs. That submission means silence. That forgiveness means returning to danger. That suffering is spiritual. But God does not bless abuse. God does not endorse violence, nor does he require you to sacrifice your safety for someone else's brokenness. God does not call you to stay in a place that is destroying the very life he gave you. The enemy wants you to stay because he knows this. If he can break your identity, he can break your destiny. If he can silence your voice, he can silence your purpose. If he can keep you afraid, he can keep you from becoming who God created you to be. Abuse is not just physical, it is the enemy's attempt to convince you that you are powerless, worthless, and unlovable. Remember, you are valuable, chosen, and loved. You deserve safety, honor, and peace. The liar taught you to stay, but truth will teach you to leave, heal, and rise. Reclaim your voice, your worth, your identity, and your future. You were never meant to bleed for someone else's brokenness. Love does not hurt you, silence you, or fear you. God never designed you to survive someone's violence. He designed you to live. Again, the devil is a liar. Tell yourself, I release the lie and the liar that taught me to stay. I choose truth and safety, healing, peace, my family, and myself. I choose the life God intended for me. You do not have to stay where you were never meant to suffer. You do not have to carry what was never yours to fix. Don't accept what breaks you. The devil is a liar, and the truth is not in him, but truth is here. God is here to set you free.